In a world of rumors and reckless talk, one woman stands for truth. She doesn't speculate. She cross-examines. The courtroom is her kingdom, and justice wears heels.
Order in the court, let the facts be seen. Melissa Jade on the mic, call her crime scene queen. She don't do drama, she don't do lies. Every case get clean when she analyze. Cross that line, she'll object real quick. Logic so tight, it cut like a brick. Beautiful mind with a presence so loud. When she speaks, you can feel the whole room bow. Room bow, room bow.
She studies every angle, every word, every lie. And when she speaks, it's not emotion, it's evidence. No hearsay, just receipts on the table. She don't need fiction, truth's her label. Courtroom lights, glow her heels, click steady. Whole jury leaning like, man, we ready. They talk nonsense, she calls it out clear. Confident, strong, you can feel that in the air. She got the law locked and the facts in sway. Another case closed the Melissa J. way. They came with theories, she came with proof. They had opinions, she had the truth. They had the theories, she came with proof. They had opinions, she had the
Beauty don't fade when the brain got bites. She shine like a verdict red late at night. Smart, bold, blow loud and still so graceful. Every sentence sharp and tasteful.
Some say justice is blind, but when Melissa Jade steps in, justice sees clearly.
Yeah, she walked through lies like a gavel crack. Truth in her voice, ain't no turning back. Debunking myths with a lawyer's flair. She don't chase clout, she builds it there. Applause in the chat, they know her name. Melissa Jade, she don't play games. Beautiful, brilliant, truth unafraid. Bow to the queen of facts, Melissa Jade.
The verdict is in, and the truth has a name. Melissa Jade. Melissa Jade.
Hello, everybody. Thank you, Lady F&T, for being a member for an entire year. Hey, Wolfie. Hey, Kirsten Lee, Pink Pam, Marjorie Moss, Daniel, Kimmy Shore, Kimberly, Pink Pam, Jen Mick, Poop Lover, Trio Girl Mom. I have to be honest, Pink Pam says, I may have listened to another call or two. I cannot wait to listen to them with you all. Get your popcorn, maybe a cup of liquor. That's okay. That's okay. I literally just got home and I was like, I'm super tired, but let's at least finish these calls. And then the next stream, we're going down completely the rabbit hole for Greg. Hi, Maddie. I've been on the replay crew. So glad to catch you. It's been a while. So happy you're back. Thank you. Hey, so there's that. Oh, congrats on the new kitchen. Hi, Sarah Bellum. Hey, Harlot. Thank you, Wolfie, for 47 months. Damn, YouTube taking away my months. Get it together. Thank you. That's seriously a lot of months either way. So thank you. Okay. I think it's going to be dark, but you know. Hello. Oh, it is. I'm so blue. Maybe this light isn't. You know what I need? I need a ring light because I think I'm going to have to shut off this blue light. Hello. But hold on, because it's just straight blue. I don't want to bend all the way down. So I'm going to try to do this with my foot. No, now I'm green. Hold on. I probably should just bend over and do it. That sounds kinky. Ah, hold on. Ah, now this fell. Wait a second. I don't want to be all green. This is probably good. Let me see. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So our missing child for tonight's live stream is Talia Rihanna Phillips. She has been missing since November 5th, 2025, so 3 days, out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida. She is 16 years old. If you or anyone who knows information on her whereabouts, please contact the Fort Lauderdale Police Department at 1-954-828-5700. How's everyone's weekend going so far? Ring lights. Do you give the best light source? But I cannot find one that lasts. I've been through 3 of them. Honestly, I need to get something. I have a stand for my like work laptop and stuff, but then I position this my personal on top of like my work stuff, and that's why it keeps falling. I need to get something for my personal laptop. Welcome, Wendy A. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Samantha. Oh yeah, my shrimps. You can't see the frogs because they're down. They're down low. Hi, Tess. Hi, Coffee and Skeletons. I'm finally taking a break from homework. Dude, these kids' homework, it's the chair for real. Okay? They're no joke. It's hard to help. Honestly, thank God for ChatGPT, because when it comes to like English or anything that it's like even history too. Anytime it's like needing to help your kid for a book assignment that you haven't read that book, ChatGPT, thank goodness. Because you could type in like specifically, hey, I need the question for the narrative between these 2 characters in chapter 3, paragraph 2, and it'll specifically give you the answer. You aren't Carolyn Cooper. Hi, poor Linda. Okay, so let me. The last one we were on was the October 10th, 2023. So it was October 6th. It was October 6th when Laura got the restraining order against Clayton. And immediately on October 6th, no, I've seen Wendy A. ChatGPT fail a lot with legal documents. And then I saw this judge report a lawyer because he had ChatGPT draft up his entire brief. And he clearly didn't even review it because it cited cases that didn't exist. Like straight up, it didn't exist. No, she's out, Kimmy Shore, but now she has 7 new indictments, 7 new charges. So that's a total of 14. So I'm not sure really what's going to happen now. Okay. All right. So again, this is all the best research. Their channel link is in the description and I'll drop it. But we last ended with October 10th. So we're going to be on October 9th. So October 6th is when she got the restraining order against Clayton, but she already had one against Greg. And so it seems from the ones we've watched so far, she's just calling and she is flipping between Greg and Clayton. And she's just trying to get them charged. It's clear that she is freaking out because they're having communication. They are speaking to one another. And the more that they speak, the more that it's going to be uncovered what she's up to, that she's done this to multiple of them. And they're probably figuring out a game plan on how to go about it. And so she is trying desperately to prevent them from having any contact and calling the cops, wasting precious resources, calling the emergency line. They're having to stop to answer actual 911 calls because she's trying to get them both thrown in jail. No, Maddie, they have a totally different way of how they teach math now. It's called like new math. I wasn't even thrilled with old math. So, oh, you homeschool. Bless your heart. Is a math teacher, but when he's away for work, I depend on growth. Yep. Toe Beans. Ah, that's the worst, Samantha. Thank you, Kimmy. Thank you so much. Kimmy gifted a membership. Congratulations. I wish they let us see who got them, but it still hasn't updated to where I know who got gifted. But congratulations. Welcome.
Thank you. You love me. You really love me.
Okay. Are you guys ready? So this is October 19th, 2023 police audio video. Again, I'm not sure if this is going to be against Clayton or against Greg, but it seems like she's calling, and whichever one will stick for that phone call, that's what she's going with. Okay. Oh, congrats, Maddie. Yay! That worked out. All right, here we go.
CashApp, please.
Hi, I was wondering if I could just report a violation of an order of protection.
Okay. Hi, I'd like to see if I could, report a violation of an order of protection. Again, which one is it going to be today? We don't know. But the fact that she called an hour after she was granted and Clayton hadn't even been served, and the fact that she keeps calling daily, it's the same operators for the most part that are answering these calls. They would have absolutely been familiar with her by now. She's a vexatious litigant, but she's also, I don't know if it would be called a vexatious caller, but whatever is the term for someone who wastes emergency services, this chick chaps my hide. I don't know what a hide is, but she chaps mine too.
Okay, and what's the address that this occurred?
It's actually an online issue. That's like what the order of protection is for. But do you want my address?
Yeah,
or?
your address in Scottsdale.
Thank you so much.
Okay, perfect. And that's in Scottsdale. And the zip is.
Okay, and they've actually been served the order of protection?
Yes, they have been.
Okay.
Yep,
What's your
they have
first
been
and last
now.
name?
Mine is Laura Owen.
Okay, and your date of birth?
Oh, sorry, Toe Beans. I like your new picture.
Okay, what's the callback number for you?
Like cowhide. Oh, that's funny.
Okay, and what's the other person's full name?
Clayton Echard, Echard.
Okay, what's his date of birth?
What has he done online that's violating? He still allows freedom of speech. And we're seeing this more and more.
All right, I'll have an officer give you a call back. Just keep an eye out for any blocked or restricted numbers today.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you so much.
All right, you're welcome.
Wonderful.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
Wonderful. Thank you. Like when you are calling 911 emergency services for a violation of a protective order for things that are posted online, and again, I'm aware that hers incorporated online. But what was he doing? What was he doing online that was so threatening or defamatory to you that you had to call 911 every day? Every day. She is terrifying. She really is terrifying, because if she wasn't stopped, we would absolutely be covering her in the future for a true crime case. And I'm sorry, this is a true crime case, but a true crime resulting in a death for sure. Hi, Harper's Nana. Okay. Okay, next one. is October 26th, 1 week later. Okay, here we go. Oh, for sure, toe beans. For sure.
CashApp, please. How can I help you?
Hi, I was wondering if it's possible to file a complaint in regard to cyberbullying.
We can have an officer give you a call. What's your address?
My address is
Thanks,
in Scottsdale, and the zip is.
Okay, just confirming. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay. And are you the one being bullied, or is it
Bullied.
person in
Yeah,
your family?
yeah.
Okay. Do you know this person?
I'm not honestly sure. They created an entire subreddit with my name just dedicated to like harassing me.
Okay, this interests me. I will say this interests me because this is there was a few things that very much frustrated me with Clayton's, well, it was Laura's protection order hearing, because one of the things is that he attributed the posting of that pregnancy photo on Reddit to Clayton, and that everyone here is familiar with alt accounts, right? So anybody can come in and create an account named anything and post whatever they want. You can't, there are ways you could, but for the most part, you can't prove that it's coming from any one person. So the same thing that we saw in the protection order hearing where, okay, well, nobody else had the photo, so you posted it on Reddit, is what she's doing here. There's an entire subreddit dedicated to harassing me. That's not Clayton violating the protection order, because at this point, it's garnered public attention. He has a following. People are familiar. People went digging themselves. Yep, the cases are public. They're sitting there on the public docket. And so for you to turn around and say that Clayton is violating this order because there is a subreddit that exists, you can't do that. You can't do that. And it was really frustrating to see the judge. He was clearly not familiar with technology, and we see this in the court system a lot. They are not caught up, period, with technology. Technology is evolving and advancing at a much faster rate than law enforcement and the courts can keep up with. But you can't call and say that that's like a subreddit being created about me. And yep, I could be pretty certain that it started, or it could even be someone that I might be enemies with. But I can't prove that. It's yeah, you cannot get a PO on every single person online. And we're seeing this more and more because you don't like what somebody says. And again, I'm aware at how bad the internet can be, how dangerous the internet could be, what it's like when you have an army of people coming at you. I've experienced, a little drop of that. I get it. But at the same time, you cannot go about getting protection orders and utilizing the court system when you do not like what someone is saying about you. And that's what Laura is using it for. She doesn't like what Clayton is saying about her, which is exactly why she said, oh, nope, I don't want this protection order to include communication. I want to communicate with him, but I want to limit his free speech rights and not allow him to utilize his platform and share anything about me because I don't like what he's saying about me. And that's exactly what's happening here. She doesn't like what people are saying about her. Now, the kicker of all of this in Laura's situation is everything everyone was saying was true. She just didn't want it to be uncovered from talking about you. She's the one that brought, and that's what's the craziest part, Samantha. She went to the press. She brought it public. She reached out to businesses he was affiliated with, speeches he was going to give. But it's only okay when it's in the narrative that suits Laura. I mean, I agree to an extent, Maddie. I really do. And Lauren is someone I'm keeping in the back of my mind when I say we're seeing it more and more recently. You cannot limit someone's free speech. So even if you get a protection order that's against me, that says I can't utilize my platform to threaten, yeah, I can't threaten you. The same way I can't go on an airplane and say I have a bomb, right? There's consequences to those, to free speech. There's limits. I can't defame you. I can't knowingly put something out about you that could damage your reputation that I know is false, and I'm doing it with reckless intent. But saying I can't stand you, I think you're a liar, you're ugly, I could say that that's my First Amendment right, free speech. And so even with a protection order, you can't stop someone from being able to talk about you. For the most, there are certain situations where they can, but for the most part, that's not the case. Wolfie, you need to remind me, I need like a stand thing. Because right now, this is, as you could say, it's balancing. I need something for my personal surface to, like, you know what I mean? Because right now, you would laugh if you saw how this was balanced.
I'm sorry. So somebody created a subreddit? Is that what you're?
Yeah, with my name as the title of the group, and it's just all dedicated to harassing me.
Oh, poor Laura.
And I'm in a paternity scandal right now with the guy who was the Bachelor, and so
I'm embarrassed for her. I'm in a paternity scandal right now with a guy from The Bachelor. Could you imagine? You were, Wolfie? Make sure it's tall. Like, I'd like, you know what I mean? Not like up. You know what I mean? Laura calls the FBI. That's who.
paternity scandal right now with the guy who was the Bachelor, and so it's gotten a lot of media attention, and so a lot of people have already joined.
When you say you're being harassed, is it with just the subreddit, or people calling you or coming by your house?
Yeah.
Like with the subreddit.
Okay.
Yeah.
This poor dispatcher. So when you say harassing you, are they calling you? Are they texting you? Are they emailing you? Are they coming by your casita? I think that's what it was called, right? No. This is me logging onto Reddit and typing in the Laura Owens Reddit page, and then me reading all of the mean comments they're saying about me. They're exposing me, ma'am. So could you, go arrest Clayton? And this is call number 12. You know that they would have spoken to her and explained the difference between the violation of the order and what's not violating the order, free speech, holding someone else accountable, Clayton, for the internet's actions. You can't do any of that. Hi, Heather. The Bachelor. I fully believe she sought him out on LinkedIn. 100%.
And you said that you know the person that created the subreddit?
I'm honestly not sure. I have my theories. I had to get an order of protection against this guy yesterday, and I think he may be the one who created it. But he's probably the one who did.
Okay.
No.
What was your name?
No. It's not he's probably the one that did. You need to prove without a doubt that it's him for him to be violating this order.
My name is Laura, Laura, Owens, Owens.
And your phone number? Okay. We'll have an officer give you a call, okay? And they can discuss it with you. All right.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Okay, next. Okay, so this one is November 1st, 2023. No. Now, and I will say, what I will say is that, yes, when you have a following, that following can be weaponized as a creator, whatever you want to call it. When you have a substantial following, okay? So, Clayton, yes, for example, if he was inciting his following to harass, that would be a different story. And I do think that that is gray area that can be explored. But Clayton never used her name. And he never went out. I know my clocks. Thank you for noticing, poor Linda. But I noticed my clock stopped working. I have to put a battery in it. But like, you know, I don't remember to do it until I go to look at it. And then it's like, oh yeah, I got to do that. And then it's been like that for like a month now. Can't wait for this. Yeah. Jade, I'd like everything. I'd like everything, honestly. But I don't think Clayton had to make a full Reddit on her. Once people got wind of it, they're going to do it on their own. Yeah, exactly, Jade. It's twice right. Hey, pour me another. All right, so November 1st, 2023. They must have been so fed up with her. Laura was probably posting shit herself.
CashApp, please. This is Tracy.
Hi, my name is Laura Owens, and I'm calling because I'm being really stalked and harassed by somebody on Reddit who also may have broken into my rental home.
Oh.
What's the address?
My address.
They have broken into my rental home. Okay.
Okay, is that the address for the home that you live in, or the rental home?
That's the address for the home I live in. The rental home is.
Okay. All right. That one's in Phoenix, so we'll do this one. Do you know the name of the person?
I know their username, but I don't know the name of the person. I am suspicious that it's one of two people who I have protective orders against.
Of course.
Okay. What's your name?
Samantha.
My name is Laura, Laura. Owens, Owens.
What's the phone number for you?
I guess so, Nino.
Have the orders been served?
Yes, they have.
And how are they stalking you? Like, what are they doing?
Yeah, what are they doing?
So this person has been obsessively posting about me on Reddit. I'm involved in a paternity scandal with a guy who was formerly the Bachelor. But I think it either is that guy or it's this other guy who has become friends with him, who I dated briefly and have the order against. They've looked up absolutely everything about me, and they seem to have they know about my rental house. I got an alert at my rental house that somebody had opened the back door, and that was last week, and I didn't know quite what
that was. That was last week, you said? Why are you calling today? I don't believe her at all. Yeah, she has a sister. I think that's it, right? Yeah, she loves to say that. She loves to throw that in. The police are there to enforce a court order. Now, I will say, hi, Kathy Joe. Right, Coffee and Skeletons. They don't always do a good job at enforcing the court order, but that's what they're supposed to do. But sometimes the court orders aren't black and white enough for them all the time. She obviously didn't think it was a big enough deal if she didn't bother calling for a week. I think, Carlet, she probably did that so that she could claim she didn't have the evidence, because if she said she got an alert, they may have asked to see it on the spot. But by saying a week had gone by already, maybe she wouldn't have had to produce it. But it is really sick that she is going so beyond far out of her way to get them arrested. It seems, what are you saying? It seems like she did. Now, I'm just speculating, but from what I've learned so far, I would not doubt that she didn't seek him out. Harlot, we got to talk Idaho, though. Like, we got to do an Idaho stream because there's so much coming out.
The back door, and that was last week, and I didn't know quite what happened. And then this person wrote today about like a description of going in the back door, basically, and knowing all about the house. They also have been stalking me on social media, and I've tried to remain anonymous throughout this whole process, and they just keep repeatedly saying that.
Wait a second. I'm sorry. What? Did she say she's tried to remain anonymous? Miss, if you don't answer back, I am posting this to my social media. Welcome, baby Echard twins. Coming February 14th. Which, if you aren't dating the guy, and let me be clear, you don't have to be dating if it is agreed that the expected child or children are going to take dad's last name. But I would never, if I was newly pregnant with a guy that I had a one-night blowjob with, and he wanted nothing to do, post to my social media, not only that I was expecting, I think people share way too much on the internet now, but to use that man's last name, I would never do that. So what do you mean you've tried to stay anonymous? You've reached out to the functions he was about to speak at. You Google Drived all of these people. What do you mean you've tried to stay anonymous? Dave Neal reported that she was younger. She auditioned for The Bachelor, but she was not selected. Not Clayton's season, but she was well aware of Bachelor Nation. She does rule the roost. The whole saga. I've been following this for a long time, so I've forgotten about. Oh, yay, Nancy. Honestly, I apologize because it is so chaotic, my coverage, because it wasn't like pre-planned. I kind of was like, oh, I'm falling down this rabbit hole. Let's fall down together. But I'm jumping and it's not in chronological order, my coverage. So I apologize for it being all over the place, but I want to go through. I don't want to leave no stone unturned. But again, I'm very well aware, no matter how much I look into this, there's just going to be a bunch of things that, unless you were there in real time and experienced it in real time, we're never going to understand. That's some super sperm. Yeah. They survived the digestive tract and then burrowed through right into the uterus. You cannot get pregnant beyond Laura's belief from swallowing. That whole case is chaotic. You're fine. No, it is chaotic. I wish I was experiencing it in real time. That makes me sad, but I'm so excited for the trial in January. You are totally all over the place, but that's okay. It's good to remind us of that crap. Yeah. No, and I appreciate all of your guys' help. I think that they're just going to be combining all of the charges, and the 7 indictments are going to be added to the already existing 7 for her January trial.
My full name, and they're just literally out to ruin me. I mean, it's obsessive. Like hundreds of posts about me.
100?
Okay, I'll put in a call and have an officer give you a call back. Did you report the break-in to Phoenix PD?
Yeah, did you?
No, because I couldn't find, like, there wasn't anything that looked like it was damaged or anything. It was just that I got the alert that somebody had, opened the door.
So you are being so severely harassed, Miss Ma'am, and you are on edge with these men who you have multiple restraining orders against. But when you get alerted that someone entered your property, once you went and took a lookaroo around and you're like, oh, yeah, no, nothing's missing. Here's my pencil, you decide, I'm not going to report this. I'm fine. Actions, behaviors do not match your words. I love that. That's so funny. DMN Montana. I remember this time. I love that Laura has a twin set of felonies. She does. So far.
Okay. All right.
Samantha.
I'll have somebody give you a call back, okay?
Okay, yeah, and the last thing they put 5 minutes ago is she just needs to go away. I mean, and I'm not commenting on any of these things. It's just...
Wait. Did you hear what she just said? Yeah, there's a post from 5 minutes ago saying things like, she just needs to go away. Oh, okay. That is dangerous. That is defamatory. That is threatening. They clearly mean she needs to be offed, right? Not just take it for the words that were written. She needs to go away. Could you imagine having people arrested? And Clayton didn't write that, but could you imagine having people arrested for saying, you need to just go away? How many times do I tell someone to go away in my life a night? You know what I mean? There is nothing, if maybe it was someone needs to make her go away, or don't worry, she'll be gone real soon. Okay, I could understand if that was the case, but she really needs to just go away. That is why you're calling. So someone breaking into your home, not worthy of calling. Someone saying she needs to just go away. Yeah, obviously send in the Calvary. It clearly only means one thing, Samantha.
I'll have somebody give you a call back, okay?
Okay, yeah, and the last thing they put 5 minutes ago is she just needs to go away. I mean, and I'm not commenting on any of these things. It's just that, they're just obsessed. So yeah, I would appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
I'm not commenting on them. No, you're going out of your way, finding that subreddit, and then scrolling and look at what people's comments are. That's obsessed. If I know there's a stream about me, and Lord, there have been many, you think I go and I click on and I watch what people are saying about me? No. Why would I do that? Why would I do that? I mean, some people do. I wouldn't do that. Why are you going out of your way? That's not harassment. What would be harassment is you reaching out to Clayton over and over and over again when he said, please stop contacting me, calling, emailing, creating new numbers, texting. That is harassment. And then weaponizing the court legal system. Thank you, Harper's Nana, for 10 months. I told hubby to go away. He talks a lot. Well, be careful, because next thing you know, you could get thrown into jail. Right, Pink Pant? It's ridiculous. Okay, next. December 4th. Here we go. I wish I could show you guys my frogs.
Scottsdale, please.
Hi, my name is Hannah Clark. I'm calling from the FBI's National Threat Operation.
What is this? What is this? You guys mentioned to me something about an FBI call and brought body cam. So there's body cam footage after this call. Is that Laura? We got to listen for the rasp. We need to listen for the rasp. She is so similar to Letitia Stout. And for any of the newbies who are here, who are experienced Laura Owens followers, we are experienced Letitia Stout followers here, and they are so fucking similar. She wrote the FBI claiming self-harm. Okay, so it's an actual FBI lady, but Laura wrote the FBI claiming that she was suicidal based off what this harassment, trying to get the FBI to have Scottsdale enforce the restraining order. Yeah, and wrote that took her report. So she contacted the FBI. Why? Why'd she contact the FBI? Right? It's Chris. I didn't know you could just contact the FBI like that. That's what I'm saying, Samantha. She reminds me so much of Letitia Stout, and she would have ended up being a Letitia Stout. Dave Neal was her. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. Let me jump back. Let's listen.
Scottsdale, please.
Hi, my name is Hannah Clark. I'm calling from the FBI's National Threat Operations Center in West Virginia, and I'm calling to give you guys some pass-on information and to request a welfare check on an individual in your AOR.
For what address?
So it's going to be
A welfare check.
And who are we checking on here?
The name provided on the tip is Laura Owens.
A tip?
I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with her.
Okay. Hold on. Please let me know if I have this correct. Did Laura submit a tip to the FBI threat line saying, I am concerned for this woman. I'll eventually get it. She's being harassed and she's making self-harm comments. Please look into it. And so the FBI contacts the local police department, Scottsdale. Please do a welfare check because we got this tip. But did she write the tip as herself, or did she write the tip as if she was a concerned person for Laura? She could do anything like Letitia did. Yeah, exactly, Rainbow Bright. Or did she make a post on social media somewhere speaking about self-harm and possibly tag the FBI? Well, if they got a tip, just what Clayton put into her mouth, I would assume it wouldn't be from Laura. I mean, it would be from Laura, but probably as a different identity. Hi, Christine. Her and her mother sat down and wrote it together, Brady says. Okay. Laura and her mom wrote to okay. I know, Carolyn Cooper. It's just so eerie to Letitia. Okay.
Okay. And who are we checking on here?
The name provided on the tip is Laura Owens. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with her.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have a date of birth or anything on her? And in case I lose you, what's the phone number for you?
Our ops center phone number is going to be.
Okay, and why are we checking on Laura today?
So she put in an electronic tip. So she did one through the FBI website, and it's a very long tip. She just talks about how she's being harassed and defamed online by other individuals. But there is one sentence that she puts in here where she states, I have written to Mr. Neal on at least 2 occasions, telling him that his false portrayal of me publicly has left me at times feeling borderline suicidal. So it's for the vague suicidal comments.
Dude, in the course of covering Laura, I think this might be the 4th time she mentioned feeling suicidal or straight up said she was suicidal. That is a different level of manipulation. And now to know that she was calling on Dave Neal, another YouTuber. Here's the thing. Unless people were reaching out to her, that you can't avoid. I'm aware of that. But as far as watching his coverage, that's a choice. You clicking onto YouTube, opening that app, searching that creator's name, and then making the choice to watch that is on you. So essentially, if you knew, hey, every time I put on the Real Housewives of New Jersey, I'm feeling suicidal. Well, if you keep watching that, that's on you. And that's putting all of the bullshit and lies that this, it's surrounding to the side. I would love to know more of a backstory and history on her, to where, why does she feel so emboldened that she could get away with this stuff? Yeah, literally weaponizing law enforcement and the courts, the FBI. She thought she can control each one of these men. You can't talk or say a damn thing about me you don't like. And she got away with it for far too long. Unintended consequence of the dramatics. Well, not if she put in, he has made me suicidal. She knows what she's doing because it's worked for her. All the way up till current, it's worked for her. She was in Dave Neal's Patreon. She complained about things he said behind a paywall. See, and that's what, you can't do that. You can't seek out, especially if it's behind a paywall and on a different app, Patreon, and then say what I saw led me to feel suicidal. Then don't go and look. But if the truth has you feeling suicidal, that's on you. This is before. So that crazy search warrant, so there's that, was January of this year, I think. And it had only come out about like 6 weeks ago, if that. Thank you, Kimmy. That's very kind of you. Congratulations, whoever got it. Thank you so much. Welcome. Welcome. Yeah, she was seeking it out. But I just think it's absolutely nuts that she had the ability in her mind to control that.
At times feeling borderline suicidal. So it's for the vague suicidal comments.
Do you know what Laura looks like?
Yeah.
I do not. It seems like she has a history of making reports to the Scottsdale Police Department, from what I have found.
Okay. Any mention of any weapons or anything that she could have, or are you aware of anything? No. Okay. When did you guys receive this tip?
So we received this tip. Give me a second. I'll tell you the exact time and date. So it was today, 12/4 at 10:50 a.m.
Okay.
So
you guys are like 3 hours ahead or 2? Sorry.
Yeah, we're on the East Coast. Yeah, I'm in West Virginia.
Okay.
So it looks like, based on like research that I've done through Index, it looks like on 11/7, it says Scottsdale PD did a welfare check on her previously for suicidal comments as well.
Okay.
Surprise, surprise.
Okay, I'll send somebody out there. Do you want the officer to give you a call back?
If he feels the need, he can call back the op center number. All he'll have to do is give her name, and they should be able to pull up the transaction, and they could add a note into it. Can I have your ID or your?
It's B like boy 850.
You said B850?
Yes.
Alrighty, thank you very much.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Okay. So this one's December 8th, 2023. Yeah, honestly, and that's why we say all the time, accountability is a good thing. When you don't hold someone accountable, same thing with Letitia, it is a recipe for a disaster. That's like from being born, right, as a kid, hitting. Every time you slap your mom, you slap your brother, slap your teacher, and never facing consequences for it. Do you expect as an adult this person to not hit every time they don't get something they want? No, right? They never had consequences. They never had any ramifications for their actions. It was always okay. They always got away with it. Normalized it. They're desensitized to how fucked up it is. Thank you, Samantha. That's really kind of you. Seriously, thank you. You guys are the absolute best. Welcome, welcome. Please make sure you thank Samantha. We have our Members Only Monday. Obviously, on Monday, we're going to do back-to-back Members Only Monday and then over to Patreon for our Conspiracy Live, which I'm very excited for. Thank you so much. It's really kind of you. Both of these calls have body cam footage on. Ooh, we're going to have to watch it. Someone smarter than me said that when you're used to acting with impunity, accountability feels like injustice. I love that. Please play those next because consider really is important. The rest of the phone calls can be at a later time. In my opinion, watch the body cam. Okay. I'll look for them.
Scottsdale Police, this is Kate.
Hi, I wanted to call in a wellness check from an article that was posted online last night.
Okay. All right, do you know the address?
I do not know her address. Her name is Laura Owens.
Do you know her birthday or approximately how old she is?
She's 33.
Okay. And what kind of article or what's making you want to check on her?
She posted a Medium article, which is a blog post, and she's supposedly pregnant with twins right now, and she put in her article that the relentless bullying, which is
okay, I found them. You guys let me know when we're done with this call. Do you guys want to sidebar and switch over and watch the body cam footages from when police were dispatched for those welfare checks? Or do you want to play the remainder of the calls and then do the body cam? Let me know.
There's a really long story about it, and I don't know if you guys know, but she has said that she's on the brink, causing moments of despair when I'm close to the edge of despair. And she expressed to someone that if she harmed herself, that the blood would be on his hands.
Listen, okay. And I may say something that not everybody likes. Unless it's a situation, and I'm so sorry because I forgot the case name, but please, someone in the chat, I'm sure you'll know which case I'm referring to, where the girlfriend pressured the guy into committing suicide and was like, you haven't done it yet, but I forgot the case name and I'm so sorry. Unless it's a situation like that, you can't put taking your own life into anybody else's hands. That's not on anybody else. And that is such a low, extreme level of manipulation. She's referring to Dave Neal. That is such a disgusting, low. There are no words. But ultimately, if I decided today I was going to take my own life, that's my decision. The same way I don't like people who will say relapsing, even if you're in sobriety and you are being bullied, not putting that to, not minimizing that, but ultimately nobody can force you into relapsing. Nobody can put that drink in your hand. Nobody could put that needle in your arm. Nobody can force you to take that pill. That's still on you. And this all circles back around to what I was just speaking about, accountability. We have to be accountable for our own choices and our own actions. That doesn't mean that these aren't factors. It may not be your own reasoning, contributions, but ultimately it is your choice, and it is so unfair to put that on anybody else. But what's even more disgusting, she's not being legit. She's not being honest. This is solely for the purpose to get what she wants and to manipulate. Michelle Carter. Thank you. I knew one of you guys would remember. Michelle Carter, and that was a disgusting case. And that's the one kind of circumstance where I could be like, okay, like, I think blood's on her hands. I do. Yes, he made the choice, but still, woof, blood's on her hands. But normally, I really don't feel that way.
So it sounds like something's really wrong.
So she was kind of, I'm sorry, can you repeat what she said about the blood on someone else's hands?
It's to a guy named Dave Neal. Her quote from her article, or her blog post said, his relentless bullying has pushed me to the brink, causing moments where I felt close to the edge of despair. I even expressed to him that the blood would be on his hands if I harmed myself due to this relentless harassment. Okay. She's not being harassed. She's actually a harasser. And
there we go. That's okay. Noodle, going to have to disagree with you, MJ. Have you not seen the cases where young men are harassed about having news exposed by somebody who's a total scammer? There is brutal bullying in those cases. Hold on, let me try to reread what you wrote. Have you not seen the cases where young men are harassed about having nudes exposed. You mean nudes? Nudes exposed, you mean? I don't know if I'm not reading it correctly. I'm just not understanding it. I think it's a danger, and it's okay. We all don't have to agree. That's okay. I know that I don't have a popular opinion about many things. That's okay. But it's very dangerous when you start to put relapse or suicide. If you start to put that on other people and you make that gray area, well, at what point can you put something on someone that really isn't on someone else? You know, like, no, that's okay. That's okay. Neat. And it starts to get real messy. And what I can interpret as bullying is something that you may not interpret as bullying. And so where's that line? You see what I'm saying? But I do not like putting someone's sole choice, your actions, and point the finger at someone else. Yes, again, I know there are certain circumstances where it may apply, but for the most part, I think that's a dangerous road to go down. We're accountable for ourselves. I'm accountable for my mental health. You're not accountable for my mental health. I keep going for my mouse, my work mouse.
If she's pregnant and she's telling people she's going to kill herself, it's a little scary.
All right, hold on. And you said the guy's name was Dave Neo, as an N as
Dave
Nora?
Neal.
Neal? Oh,
N as in Nora, E-A-L.
Okay.
I like that law, RM.
Okay. And why are you calling the Scottsdale Police Department? Do you know that she lives here?
Yeah.
I do know that she lives there.
Okay.
Mm.
Hold on.
Yeah, see, I don't like
And
that.
what was your name?
My name's...
What's your last name?
Do I have to tell you my real one because I'm literally scared of this person?
Okay. No, that's okay. Do you have a good callback number?
Yeah, Benny.
I do. You won't share that outside of the police department, right?
So just because we don't have a address for this person, I can still put a call for
I
service
do
in
have
at
her
one of
address.
You do have her address? Okay, I thought you said you did not.
I do.
I
I'm
understand.
sorry, I do. I do. It's...
Anyone know
She
who
lives with her parents, Jan Black and Ron Owens. She lives in the casita in the back of their house.
Mm-hmm. Is this just like a...
Okay, so do you know her personally?
I do not. There's a really weird public story going on, and there's a lot of court cases going on, and she's like continuously threatening and harassing people. But her being, I think there's a lot of mental illness things going on, and she's constantly threatening to hurt herself, and she's supposedly pregnant as well.
Okay, gotcha.
Supposedly.
All right. And can you just confirm that number for me? Your phone number for me really quickly?
Yeah.
Okay. And did you want, I'm going to put this in, but the officer may call you for more information. Do you know her personally, or is this?
No, this is all
online.
No, this has been going on for like 6 months publicly, but it's just.
From what I'm understanding, this is not Laura. This is someone, I guess, who is following the internet as it unraveled and called in the welfare check for her, but clearly not someone on her side, because she started out saying she claims she's being scammed and harassed, but she's the scammer and harasser.
It's like she posted a blog last night that it just felt like a big spiral, and I'm afraid I honestly think this girl is going to hurt herself or other people.
Okay. Okay. All right. If the officers don't need any additional information, did you want to speak to them, or did you want them any follow up from them?
Whatever works for you guys.
Well, it's up to you.
Yes, I would love to know, or yeah.
Okay. Okay. I've got this in. We will go out and check on her and make sure everything.
I have a lot of respect for someone who, especially in circumstances where they do not like the person, but they're genuinely fearful that they may hurt themselves or hurt someone else, to actually call in. And this girl sounds actually genuine, not someone that's just a hater trying to get cops sent to her house. Thank you, Wolfie. Life without you is like a broken pencil. Pointless. It's one of those nights, huh? Don't encourage it in the chat, okay? But thank you.
Everything's okay.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right.
Have a good one. Bye.
Now we're going to switch and we're going to watch the body cam footage. And this is on SchnitzelNinja's channel. Again, these are being played from All the Best Research. Link is in the description. I'll drop it real quickly right now, though. And now we're going to switch over to the body cam from when these welfare checks were dispatched. And that's on SchnitzelNinja's channel, whose link is also in the description, but I will drop it. Check these channels out. They have great content. So which one should I start with? Okay. December 12th. Oh, there's a bunch. Okay. Okay. I guess we'll start with December 12th. Oh, there's a bunch. Oh, this is going to have to be a two-part thing. There is so many. I didn't realize there were this many. Okay. So this is the December 12th one. But see, I'm confused, I guess, a little bit, because the one that we just finished was December 8th. Wouldn't there be? We didn't even get, hold on. Okay, I guess they were out of order. So this one is the 4th. Oh, do you have a channel, Just Jen? Can one of the mods grab the link and then drop it for Just Jen? I will check it out. Absolutely. So, okay. The December 12th is from a different call. Okay, I think I found it. I guess it just wasn't in order. This says December 4th. No, I didn't drop your block your super chat. Okay, December 4th. Oh, thank you, Steph. Yeah, I caught alive. Thank you, MJ Mazenjak. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, you're part of all the best. You guys have a great channel. Thank you so much for including me in that clip. I'm so sorry. I did not realize. But that video was phenomenal. And please definitely go subscribe to them, guys. Because like I said, the last live, you guys should have way more subscribers. And you need to just, once people find that channel, they're going to go crazy. Because that took a lot of work and a lot of time. No, thank you. You guys did great, honestly. Thank you, Wolfie. Hey, my name is Microsoft. May I crash at your place? Stop. Thank you, though. All right, here we go.
Morning. Looking for Laura. You don't know if she's here?
Look at that dumpster. Yeah, Lauren.
Is she in the house?
Oh, I'm sure it did, Lauren.
She's here. Would she be in the house? Okay.
Looks different in the daytime.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sarah. Please watch the TEDx Talk live, please. It's Banana Land. I'm having a blast watching new people find the story. Welcome to Cray Cray Land. We absolutely will. Like I said, there's so much. It's hard to, like, which way do I go? Where do I start? And so I'm not doing anything in chronological order. I'm just kind of going with wherever I land. But thank you so much for the support, and we will, because we haven't done the 10X Talk yet.
Yeah, she's at a food call for
Who's supposed to be business?
They're telling me that you guys are here. Shit. I was like, what? She's gonna come right out.
Okay, thanks.
I kind of put all the best research and SchnitzelNinja into my Nightbot, so it'll just be easier.
All right, she should be out in just a minute.
She's gonna come out which way?
I think she's coming out this way.
Or the front door?
She's coming out here. She lives in this little casita right here.
Okay.
So, is everything okay?
Yeah.
Making sure.
If you can see how interest is considered on the side over here. Or?
I don't know. It smells like horse.
There's a lot of horses. I mean, Jesus. You'd never know all that was back there. See, it's got a personalized plate that he loves horses though.
Right. Are you looking for Laura?
Laura's my daughter. Okay. Is she here?
Yeah, what's going on?
She called the FBI, and the FBI called us to come check and make sure she's okay.
How sad. Yeah. Well, that's my daughter. What do you need? She called the FBI. And just by the way he said that, you could tell that they are, yes, it works. Okay. This is all the best research channel, guys. You could tell they're familiar with Laura. They're familiar with Laura. Okay. So she called the FBI, Miss Ma'am. And so obviously we have to do our job now. We have to come out. We have to make sure she's okay. Now, again, I'm very interested because there was talks of an accomplice. I've heard people way more familiar that they think her mom may be the accomplice. I'd love to know more about the mom's involvement or potential involvement, but I guess we'll figure it out along the way. Maroon.
Oh,
she was reporting something to him, but she was upset and sounded like she made some statements. They just wanted to make sure she's okay.
Oh, was this a long time ago?
No, this was supposedly this morning.
Okay, hang on a second. Can I just make sure I can see your car?
They said she's back here, but she was going to come out.
Where's your police car?
Huh?
Over there.
The police car. We've had some really strange things. Where's your police car?
There's two of them sitting right here.
Okay. All right. Well, come on here.
Or
what did she think? They weren't actual cops?
But she lives in the back, in the little casita.
Yeah, she lives in the casita.
Okay.
Why don't you come on in?
Okay.
Yeah, and sit
Hi,
down.
Puppy. Hi, Puppy. It's okay.
Yeah,
It's okay.
she's had some real issues with an ex-boyfriend who. It is the most complicated, bizarre story ever. But
well, the only reason we're here is she evidently gave the FBI, talked to them. They just wanted us to swing by to make sure she's okay.
Okay, all right.
That's all we need.
Hang on 1 second. Let me just go get her then. Hang on, my husband is.
Okay, so she said, and sorry, my earring ripped out. She said, "Can I see your car?" Implying that people are going to show up at the door dressed in uniform that aren't actual cops. And her mom's like, oh, is this a report that was from a long time ago? Yeah, sure. Yeah. This was 3 years ago. We're just following up today, December 4th, 2023 for the shits and giggles of it. Like this was this morning. It was this morning, but it goes to show, oh yeah, no, this is something. If every boyfriend you have, results in court orders and stalking and cops, it's usually the common denominator. Laura, not every single one of these men.
Right, I'm just talking to the police here. Okay.
A really nice house. I know, right? Call me, and I'm so sorry if I know I'm mispronouncing your name. She has a whole casita. If he's in the house, I have a theory about why smaller dogs are nastier. Bless you, Samantha.
I read the latest FI. When somebody came out speaking on the
I don't know, is it just one daughter or they got multiple daughters?
Multiple daughters.
It shows one getting married over here, but
apparently
ain't Laura.
Laura has a podcast about something that she's getting harassed online about her podcast. So she called the police to make a report and they took an FI. Somewhere something like that.
She can maintain her contact with the FBI. That's
ooh, okay. Oh, okay. So she should be very pregnant. Yeah, if this is December and we saw her in October with a big old bump, she should be very pregnant at this point. Thank you, Harper's Nana. It is sad that the Northerners think that calling the FBI is normal for Laura. Yeah, 100%.
Almost anything.
Entitled, rich, spoiled bitch.
There's FBI's covering there.
I'm so curious what they found in her casita.
Legit, we'll call Hathaway.
I know, Samantha. That's what they say. It's about time. I thought that was Laura. Maybe it was.
Hi there.
Morning.
Good morning.
Did you contact the FBI this morning?
Cybercrimes unit. Yeah.
Did you talk to somebody or?
No, nobody
Okay.
contacted me. I just submitted it like an hour ago. If it's the same thing, she helped me with the.
Way to throw mom under the bus. Okay, number one, way to throw mom under the bus right off the get-go. Yeah, no, I submitted it this morning. I did not speak to anybody. If it's the one that she, her, can you see? That's my mom. That's mother here. She helped me type it up. She held the shift every time I had to bust a caps lock. So if I'm getting in trouble, make sure she's coming down with me. Mom just played it off like she had no idea what they were doing here, what FBI tip. She was making it seem like, what, the one from 3 years ago? And then not even 2 seconds in, with your fucking pumpkin stump on the top of your head and the lack of a moon bump down below, you're just throwing mom under the bus. That's great. Yeah, that's great. And thank you, Shelly Bean, for 20 months. Those side tables should not be rectangular. I can't see. Those side tables should not be rectangular. I thought that was a coffee table. I'm not sure. Yeah, it looks like a pumpkin stump. But she threw mom right under the table.
Did you contact the FBI this morning?
Cybercrimes unit. Yeah.
Did you talk to somebody or?
No, nobody
Okay.
contacted me. I just submitted it like an hour ago. If it's the same thing, she helped me with the report I crafted.
So the information we got was that you submitted something to the FBI. It didn't say whether you talked to somebody on the phone or electronically,
Yeah.
like made an online complaint.
Yeah.
It said something you said was borderline suicidal.
Right. That was from the guy, but that was also from.
So the FBI called us to come
Okay.
check on you to make sure you're okay and you're
Yeah,
not getting hurt.
yeah. No, that was like.
So you were you talking about whatever you said? Were you talking about yourself or some other
Yeah, but it was
situation,
like
or-
from a couple months ago, and she was saying she's.
Yeah, but it was like a couple of months ago. Then why'd you submit it this morning? You spoke in present tense. What are you guys doing? Did the dad, work his entire fucking life to earn all of this money for his wife and his daughter to be sitting in their casita and luxury homes while he is clearly very sick? Clearly. And you guys are just fucking online submitting FBI tips, wasting money and resources that they're now bankrupt, right? What's wrong with you guys? I wouldn't even call that an RA bun because it's lacking the un. It's just a B. It's just a stem.
Yeah, but it was like from a couple months ago, and she was saying she's been targeted
And she's had a horrible situation with cyber harassment from an ex-boyfriend and from another guy who is obsessed with her.
Yeah,
And
made
she
like
has,
50 videos of me on YouTube. So yeah,
she has simply asked them to stop. She's filed a cease and desist, asking them to stop, and they're not. They haven't stopped, and so she thought that it needs to go to some kind of cyber crimes unit.
Right.
And she had said in there that the harassment.
I can say it. I had told the guy specifically that like creating these daily videos about me had made me feel borderline suicidal. I was like, last month I messaged him and he continued to make videos about me, but I'm fine.
He's made this guy has made like 40.
It's made 50 videos.
Yeah, I mean, it's just
it's insane.
So somebody at the FBI actually saw your complaint today,
right?
And saw that where it's like these videos making you feel suicidal, and they're like,
right.
We're like, oh, we better call Scottsdale and make sure you're not actually gonna hurt yourself.
Right. No.
And you're not.
No, I'm not.
You don't need any assistance
No,
from
no,
us,
no,
or
no.
okay.
No, I'm good.
No, it would have been right around this time that she withdrew the petition. It would have been December 4th. Hold on. December 4th, the paternity case's status becomes inactive as nothing new has been filed. December 6th, a second DNA test confirms little to no fetal DNA as reported by Dave Neal. This is the third test taken by Owens. December 8th, Laura reports Clayton to the Scottsdale PD for cyber bullying and violating his OOP. I'm trying to figure out when she withdrew. January 2nd, Laura files an expedited motion to quash deposition in the paternity case. And then, no, when does she actually? I thought it was in November. Withdrew her paternity petition December 28th. Okay, so it was right after this. So as far as everyone knew, she was still pregnant with twins. Where is her stomach? Yeah, sorry, I know I didn't mean to leave you guys sitting there, but I was looking at the timeline because I'm like, as far as everyone else was concerned, she was still very much pregnant. Wow. Wow.
Unless you could get the guy to stop, but I mean, it's been horrific. Absolutely.
Well, it sounds like somebody at the FBI got your complaint, so hopefully
they do something. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping.
And Mom, you're aware of everything going on, right?
So
you're here.
I'm more than aware of everything that's going on. No, it's been.
Are you, Mom?
Well, and if
3 months.
And if you do start feeling like,
yeah,
you can always call us because we can get you help too.
Okay. No, I really appreciate that. I mean, what would be great is just for this guy to stop. It's just very scary.
But it's just that he's just really tried to incite online hatred of her, and she has protective orders against 2 prior boyfriends.
Okay.
And one of them is a real stalker, kind of a nut, and has done.
Hey, Harley.
He swore that he was going to ruin her life, and he was able to hack into her computer. He had her passwords. He had all this kind of stuff, and it's just he then contacted this YouTube guy, and he's just tried to do, just to ruin her, to come up with all these fake stories, this craziness, and post it online about her. And
thank you.
So she was finally thinking, like, if a cease and desist didn't work, and she's trying to get a temporary restraining order against this guy.
Lives in
He lives in LA.
The First Amendment.
Yeah, and that's what makes it tough is, different states.
Different states, exactly.
Right.
And that's why I figured I had to contact.
And he's claiming he's got a right to post stuff, but he doesn't have a right to post lies. But anyway, but so Laura was saying, well, maybe, he has violated these cyber stalking and cyber crime stuff. This guy posted a map of
to my house. I have another house. So he posted a map.
We have an
like,
Airbnb. He posted a thing showing how to get to our house with pictures of the house. I mean, he had that on his computer up in the background when he was posting one of these the other day.
Yeah.
So Laura was thinking, maybe if we contacted the cyber stalking unit, then maybe that.
Yeah, I mean, people have said like they hope I'm an organ donor because then something good.
Okay, hold on. I think it's really suspicious that her mom played dumb. Her mom, to answer that door and to act as if you didn't assist in writing an FBI tip this morning, that's suspicious.
Would come from my pathetic existence. Like I'm a waste of skin. Like they've been. They're very mean.
I do.
So I'm just hoping to stop this guy. And,
right, Maddie?
Yeah, we just because it's like, where do we even turn if they won't respect the court system, and they've just tried to do everything to hurt us, to hurt the family too. I mean, they've
hurt the family.
It's just been an absolute nightmare.
As long as you're okay.
Yeah,
that's
thank
why
you
we're
so
here
much.
to make
really,
sure.
really appreciate that.
Okay.
No problem. Good luck with everything. Like I said, somebody at the FBI read your
I
thing.
really hope, hey, maybe we'll go to this guy's house.
Well, yeah, because you had another thing with the FBI, so.
Right. Another incident.
So what was the intent? God, this keeps sliding. What was the intent behind submitting a tip to the FBI? If it wasn't to come to your house and make sure that you're not a harm to yourself, she was legitimately trying to get his ass thrown in jail. Yeah. Okay, hold on. I want to go to the next one. Okay. And she was reporting Dave Neal for cyberbullying her. It was regarding Dave Neal, the restraining order. Jeez. The restraining order in at work, so they chose to go to the FBI for fucking cyber stalking, even though it's a public space. To say that she has an FBI investigation open on Dave Neal, the same way she had an FBI investigation open on Greg. No, you could have bad words all the time when it comes to these liars. I know my clock. I know. I need to put a battery in it. If it's like this on Monday, you guys have every right to yell at me. I will put a battery in that by members only Monday. Okay, so this says now December 12th. So 8 days later. Let's see. Yes, for a while. I don't know if we got to the 12th yet. I don't understand, Samantha. Yes, so there's the timeline that I use, and I'll drop the link, Harper's Nana, is the victims of Laura Owens. And please, if anybody knows or they have timelines too, feel free to share it. But I use the Victims of Laura Owens website to get a lot of the timelines. And so, oh my goodness. Sorry, we keep sliding. No, I do. I just forgot, Wolfie. And so you could click this if you want to work. And they have the links to a lot of the stuff. Ninja Bruce.
Hi there.
Bruce.
Is Laura here? Yeah, she is somebody called in a welfare check about her? Yes.
Yeah. It's a friend from New York. I don't know if you know who that might be.
No.
Wasn't me.
What I do know is that she is the target of an online harassment campaign that has been going on for months. Okay. And one of the things that they wanted to do, it was started by a disgruntled ex-boyfriend of hers.
Disgruntled ex-boyfriend.
And he started posting all of this crazy stuff about her on Reddit.
Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. Bruce, you have a channel too. Can one of the mods get... I am so sorry for anyone who is a creator in here who may have done coverage. I may have even played one of your... And I don't know. I am not trying to be rude or disrespectful. They're just all new channels and names to me. But please let me know, and I will drop your link. And thank you for being here.
Stuff that is unbelievable. Right.
Bruce
And
Moose. I'll have to check you out.
He has encouraged people to do
thank you, Wolfie.
To call in the Scottsdale Police Department and do and ask for a welfare check on her. This is like the third one in a week. Okay.
Oh, wow.
And I had contacted.
Well, Mom, when you want to act like a wildebeest and you want to start threatening self-harm and sending people drop boxes and acting like a effing psycho, you're going to get a welfare check. And you're supposed to be the one grounding your spawn. Ground Laura. Bring her back to reality. But instead, you're busting caps locks right around alongside her. And you're helping typing out these tips to the FBI. Why don't you go focus on your husband who is clearly struggling?
She called in and talked to the Scottsdale Police Department as well and said, we don't want your resources. This is ridiculous. It's a prank thing. But I'm happy to go get her. She was taking a nap. This has been
Was she taking a nap?
Devastating beyond belief.
And she's
Is she
pregnant.
asleep now?
She's taking a nap, but I can wake her up.
I don't think that would be necessary.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I don't, for some reason, it wasn't in our notes for your address.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to put comments in there that says this is an ongoing prank.
Right.
They still may send.
Oh,
We have to understand, because if it's not us on, or it's not the same dispatchers, they still might just send on it. But I would work on trying to contact Reddit and let them know.
She has contacted them. They will not take it down. They will not take it down. And this guy,
They will not take it down. Now, you know what? Let me stop myself, because I am aware there's a lot of nasty things on the internet that should be taken down that isn't necessarily, but free speech, First Amendment rights. You cannot take down everything off the internet that you just don't like about you. But the nerve she has when she has done what she's done to these men and messed up business opportunities, and to know that Clayton was a speaker for suicide prevention, and she contacted and Dropboxed corroborating evidence to show that he made me suicidal and didn't care. It's disgusting. Like, this is psychotic. Yeah. Google Laura Owens Padlet. We started out creating timelines. We have a full Laura Owens timeline and then broke them out into smaller ones for each victim. Wonderful. Hold on. Laura Owens Padlet. I don't know what a Padlet is, but I got it. Wonderful. Here's the Laura Owens Padlet. Padlet. It's a fun word. Thank you so much. Welcome, MSL. Thank you so much for joining. Yeah, it's a little weird to not have to lay eyes when doing a welfare check, but again, this seems like a pretty normal thing.
He's created different fake accounts. He, I mean, it's.
He's going to Great Lakes. Have you looked into
Great Lakes?
an injunction against harassment?
She has against him. She's this is part of his thing. She's had this against.
No, Miss Ma'am. Tell them. Tell them. Clayton pursued an injunction against harassment on Laura, and it was granted. Tell them. Be honest.
Him for 2 years, and
this is Greg.
This is an old ex-boyfriend then.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's an old ex-boyfriend.
Oh, I'm sure
and
that's Jen.
She had the injunction against harassment against him. I mean, he's really another friend of ours who is an FBI profiler had looked at, what this guy is all about, and she said he's the kind of a person who is not going to stop unless he thinks he's got to win. And he had said to her, he texted her, "I will destroy your life. I will destroy your reputation." And that was 2 years ago. And he's just continued this.
Is he local here? Or?
Yeah, he's local.
What's his name?
He's local. His name is Greg Gillespie. But he could have called from a fake number, or like I say, he's tried to start stuff online. She contacted the Scottsdale Police Department with a lot of instances of these, and they sent it to the prosecutor's office. And the prosecutor's office said that they didn't think they could get a conviction on it. They said there was a lot of stuff, but they.
So okay. See, I'm really curious. And again, we're going to be doing our Greg Gillespie deep dive coming up. But I'm really curious what the extent of their history is, because I'm not 100% familiar with it. Now, they tried going to the prosecutor saying, we don't have enough to convict. I know she claimed Greg hacked. Yeah, the 911 call was from a female. But again, she was 3 men, and I know some of you guys have said 4, but 3 men that I'm familiar with in the court system, restraining orders, police. At what point does mom say, no, this is the underlying cause is my child, but why does mom seem to have involvement? She's very familiar. She seems to be very familiar with what's going on. Yeah, the Gillespie files. No, did anyone ever take a look at mom's history? Does she have anything in her background that would stand out? Anything along these lines?
Didn't know that if they would be able to get a conviction on it. So I think that one of his motives is to try to make it so that when her order against him comes up for renewal next year, that he can say, well, look, she's crazy. Look at all this stuff that he's posted online about her, and
she is crazy.
Well, and then especially for her, document it, get copies of it, so then she can go right back to the judge and be like, this is what's going on.
Right. And he's contacted a podcaster who has also been doing just relentless posts about her. And
that's so strange.
I know.
Well, what happened, what prompted a lot of this stuff.
See, Mom, you're taking us down we're taking a stroll down memory lane with Mom. Mom, how involved are you? Accomplice status? Or how involved are you? Because you're able to handle this whole welfare check without waking Laura up from her slumber. Okay. Well, I don't care about cheating. I was just curious if there was anything in the past, maybe criminal wise or even civil, that may overlap or parallel what we're seeing with Laura. Mom scammed a bunch of money from her brother. It's in the bankruptcy records. Okay, see, now that is interesting. Anything with lies, scams, yeah, that's relative, in my opinion. Well, yeah, because I'm considering Pink Puma. Is mom being told X, Y, and Z? And so mom is relaying what she believes based on what Laura's told her. But if she's helping, and again, if she was right in the mind, there's only so many times back to back to back relationships where your child is allegedly being severely stalked and harassed, unless they have the worst of the worst luck ever, and needing to get ROs and having the police being involved and the FBI before you realize it's not, clearly it's not everyone else. It's going to be Laura, unless she had involvement. The bankruptcy filing may uncover new details. So let me ask you guys, was there mention of an accomplice officially? No, the speculation is that she just finds her husband, that she gets a thrill from Laura hurting men. Is she living vicariously through Laura a bit? Again, just sitting in the casitas, spending daddy's money, husband's money, while he's seriously sick. And look what you guys are doing. Mike Maricini and Clayton Echard said that they believe that Jan is fully in on her schemes. Okay. Thank you. That helps.
My daughter became pregnant by the guy who was the Bachelor last year.
She uses it too.
And she became pregnant by him in May. And then he was acting like, oh, you're not really pregnant, or if you are pregnant, it's not mine. And then other times he was saying to us like, oh, but he wanted to be involved in the pregnancy and all this kind of stuff. So anyhow,
hold on. And then other times he was saying to us, you're slipping there. You're slipping there, aren't you? I know that Clayton had reached out to mom at one point, but enough to where she would refer to it as us. He would say to us, how often were you involved in the communications with Clayton?
Mine, and then other times he was saying to us like, oh, but he wanted
Bruce
to be involved in the pregnancy and all this kind of stuff. So anyhow, when this ex-boyfriend found out about her pregnancy with this guy, then it sent him into kind of an overdrive thing. And then he reached out to him, and it's like my daughter finally did a big post on Medium the other day, explaining, just the toll that all of this has taken on her, and how it's crazy beyond belief.
Is that your neighbor?
I think there's probably somebody. Our neighbor babysits dogs
Oh,
in the daytime,
okay.
so I think this is like pickup.
Oh, okay. So we're like,
I know. I'm always kind of like that too.
Get online. I also try to get online.
So she even knew about Laura making a post. Something as small as a post, her mom is aware of. It's not looking too good for you, Mama.
You can contact Google and different places and have her information removed from online, like house, phone number, things like that. Work on doing that too. Try to get as much information as you can offline. I know it's hard. We have to do it, and that's exactly how they tell us to do it. And there's ways to like whitepages.com, and you can go on, there's a link, it says remove my information, and you can go on that, have her start doing all that information too. And then I get that they're coming to the house, but see what you can do to block that information.
Right.
So,
well, I feel really awful for you guys because it's a waste of resources, and it's obviously
Is it, mother? Sorry, I sound like Jack Hunnam's, not Jack Hunnam. I just mixed the two characters. I sound like Charlie Hunnam in his depiction in Monster with Jeffrey Dahmer. Mother. But mother, What about Laura's back calls to the emergency line, alleging the violation of the PPO or the OOP, bouncing between both Greg and Clayton, and then Dave Neal reporting it to the FBI? That's not a waste of resources. That's not a waste of their time. They were literally putting Laura on hold to answer 911 calls. But please, do go on, mother. Wellness checks after threats of self-harm are a waste of resources. Okay, right. Instead of seeing, hey, I'm helping my child continuously submit tips, make posts, contact people, drop Google fucking links, drop boxes with self-harm evidence and information. But please, it's anyone's fault for what? Believing you? Taking your word? Stop throwing it around. It's not a game.
Prank stuff.
Yeah.
But do you know what phone number had contacted?
It's a 415 area code. It's out of New York.
415 is San Francisco, because we're from San Francisco. Our number is 415.
The 415 one day I tried.
Yeah,
the number they have for her.
The person that called us gave us that phone number to contact her, so that whoever called doesn't have
Is
her.
getting old information online.
Okay, because I just like to
give me a second. I'll walk out and go grab it.
Oh, that would be great, because I'd really like to see if I think it's probably a fake number, but yeah, if you could let me know, that would be great.
Do you know how to spell Greg's last name? Is it Gillespie?
Uh-huh.
Do you know his date of birth by chance, or about how old he is?
I think he's around Laura's age, so I think maybe 89 or 90.
The year he was born.
Yeah.
Okay, I was like, what? Okay.
when I said old boyfriend, I meant old boyfriend. Yeah, 89 or 90.
And is he white, black, Hispanic?
He's white.
He's white now.
He's white, yeah.
And he lives here in Scottsdale, you said?
Yeah, I think he lives on.
Okay. Has he been harassing her by stopping by the house at all, or anything like that?
He has gone into her email. They dated very briefly, and she became pregnant by him.
Okay.
And he was very, shall we say, violent in his effort to get her to have an abortion. So she filed an abortion coercion case against him.
Okay.
Which really ticked him off.
Yeah.
She didn't ask for any money for her. She asked for a charitable donation for abortion coercion. Did you get it?
Yeah, it's 4.
Okay, let me see here. Hang on a sec.
I know. I think that's a little bit weird, DMN.
I'm trying to find my text so I can text myself.
1565.
Here, okay.
Like, even when she's relaying it and oh, well, Laura's dated a guy, and it got real bad real quick. She had gotten pregnant with them, and then they started harassing. You're saying the same story for different men. If I was the listener and I didn't know better, I would think that she's talking about the same guy, but she isn't. But I think it is strange that they just so freely gave the information out of the person who called in the check. I don't know, Harley. I'm just so intrigued by the crazy chicks.
It doesn't have to matter.
And I'm gonna actually give them a call to follow up with them.
Okay.
What does Greg drive? Do you know?
I don't. I don't.
Okay.
She didn't. I was saying that my daughter had briefly dated this Greg guy, and in 2021, I guess, she had become pregnant by him. And he was very violent in his effort to persuade her to take abortion pills. And she filed an abortion coercion case against him, not seeking any money, but saying, nobody should be, taking you by the mouth and forcing pills down your throat to get you, to have an abortion.
Is that what she said? I haven't gone down the Greg rabbit hole yet, but did she say Greg took her by her mouth and forced abortion pills down? Okay. With abortion pills, there's two. And the first pill you have to take in the office. And the second one, they send you home with. There is a lot of protocol when you're going in for an abortion. And there is no fucking way in hell. No fucking way in hell. Any man could force a woman in the doctor's office to take a pill. That is not how it works. And they aren't even allowed to leave you with that pill, because then you could just put it in your pocket and take it later. They administer it in the office. You are not allowed to leave with that pill. And I saw Laura, basically claim she was exempt by, in the text messages, was it to Michael? I think it may have been to Michael, saying that usually they won't let you leave with the first pill, but they made us an exception in my situation. That wouldn't have happened. They cannot do that. You are only given the second pill to take the next day. So I would love to know how she's claiming pills were forced down her throat at the doctor's office. Because Greg was that he promised to date her if she had an abortion. After she took the first round of pills, he blocked her on all platforms. Laura called that abortion coercion. I cannot wait to go down this rabbit hole. Yeah, I'm getting that much. Wow. Okay.
And so this really started all of his anger against her.
No, not equal.
And she was able to get a protective order against him. And, it's just like I said, this whole thing has, once he found out, that she was pregnant by the Bachelor guy, then he was just like, oh, okay, I'm going to go tell him this stuff. And he's made lies. I mean, he's made crazy things. He's posted online stuff saying that he went to high school with her, which he never did. I mean, he's posted on these fake accounts saying that he knew her in high school and that she was pregnant by a developmentally disabled kid, the father of somebody else, the school principal. I mean, things that are so unbelievably outrageous. I mean, it's just like, it's to really, I think, try to discredit her again, so that when her order against him comes up, that it'll look like, oh, wow, you look at this stuff online, So
there is a current order of protection against him.
Yes,
Okay.
there is. And
Was
like I
that
said,
filed through
next year.
Scottsdale or
Mhm.
county? Okay. So-
Are you just bored when you're not broke?
And I mean, and the guy is.
I'm trying to understand.
Unhinged. I mean, I had no
clue
when, I had said to her when she wanted to file this abortion coercion case in the first place, I said, you know what, just let sleeping dogs lie, just be
Bruce.
done with him and everything like that. And she was like, no, I feel really strongly about what he did and the way he did it to me. And so, she went ahead with it. And as I say, it just started this torrent of really, really bad stuff. But anyway, I appreciate it. And,
Yeah,
and
no problem.
yeah.
I'll look at
Where's
definitely
mom
look at trying to
first
get
equals?
any information you can removed online.
Uh-huh.
Because they had your name too.
They did. What did they have? As
Elizabeth.
Okay, that's my given name. Jan is my nickname.
Elizabeth. And then Robert.
Who?
Robert. When I took a picture of it, just
Oh, okay. Yeah.
They have your husband's name too.
Okay, Ron. Okay.
So,
Okay.
and
No.
this address. So I would definitely try to see whatever you can remove from online.
Yeah. No, they've been trying to post.
I don't want to talk badly about the officers because they're clearly not familiar with what's going on. But if they knew, it would be different. But I'm shocked with how much information they are sharing for a welfare check when you're not even checking on the welfare of the person in question. But I digress.
Post on our social media stuff. They posted on her social media stuff. They and this guy, as I say, when she was going out with him, he said, like, well, I'm really suspicious of people. So, would you give me your passwords? Because I wouldn't want to think, I want everything to be, I want us to trust each other. So,
ma'am, respectfully, don't look at your partner and say, he's a narcissist. When clearly the narcissist you are dealing with are right in front of you. That's even more master narcissism, okay? That you are being so gaslit that you're thinking the victim is the narcissist. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that fabulous? This is frustrating. Look at her, looking at her partner. You walked right into the trap. Right into the trap.
I want us to trust each other. So she was like, oh, okay, sure, no problem. So he's gone in.
Well, then you know what? You know what, Jan? Even if I were to believe the story you're giving us, if he asked, hey, give me all your passwords on date number 2 so I have access to all of your stuff, and your daughter really was like, oh, okay, then you know what? That's a Laura problem. Shame on you for being stupid and dumb as shit. Even if I were to believe your bullshit story, which clearly I don't. But if I did, that's your own fault. If you handed over anyone full access to all of your accounts, yeah, blame Jan. Blame Laura for that.
From years and years ago. And doctored emails and sent them as though they were from her. He's doctored letterhead. He did come here one time.
Welcome, Just Jen. Thanks for joining.
When she was dating him, and the first thing he said, hey, I need your parents' Wi-Fi information. He was out here and he said, I need their Wi-Fi. What's their password and stuff like that. So he's been doing
mom is very involved.
If later when you speak to Laura, like I said, I won't necessarily want to wake her up.
I don't want to wake her up. What if she was in a deep fucking Aurora style slumber right now for some sleeping pills? You are there for a welfare check, are you not? How strange. I don't want to interrupt her slumber. Seriously? And again, I don't want to take all my anger out at these officers, but it's not just like one thing I don't agree with. It's multiple things they've done that I don't agree with.
From the police department about everything that's been going on lately, because you said it's been the third time in about the last week or so.
Right, and she had talked with Detective Reedy, I think, he had come up with, he had sent the stuff and forwarded it to the prosecutors, but the prosecutors just said that they have to be assured of getting a conviction.
Have her reach out to Detective Reedy again and let him know what's going on with this now. That may be able to kind of help maybe refile the charges.
I think what his thing was that it would be difficult for him to be able to prove, she was suspicious of all this stuff. Yeah. But there's nobody else who would have the motive to do it.
It is difficult. It's hard to prove it.
It's the proving because he goes under fake names. He, like I say, he obviously, doctor. Did they say what their concern was when they called?
Suicidal. He was falling.
Okay, well, because when she posted this thing on Medium, she had written in there that this unrelenting, this has gone on for months, that this had made her feel borderline suicidal.
Okay.
So, you know, but she said the borderline.
So now mom's admitting, she's admitted Laura's felt borderline suicidal, and you're still not gonna wake her up from her slumber? At what 5 in the evening? You need to just let her continue to slumber? Really?
Okay. So, you know, but she said the borderline suicidal thing, but that's not, you know.
Yeah,
that's right. Right. It's like she had said to me, like, oh my God, how much more of this can I take? Right.
Does she
You know?
have any friends in New York?
My daughter lives in New York. My other daughter lives in New York, but she's well aware of what's going on there. She would
contact you directly.
Oh, of course. And Laura talks to her like twice, like 2 hours a day. They're on the phone. So, and I was just with my daughter in there like 5 minutes before you guys rang, and the reason she lives in the casita, and the reason I left was because she said, "Hey, I'm spent from all this. I just want to close my eyes for a little bit."
Yeah.
So.
When did she post that?
When did she post the Medium thing?
Said yesterday.
Yesterday?
No, it was before yet. I mean, it was on there yesterday, but I want to say it was maybe today's Tuesday, maybe Friday night or Saturday.
Borderline.
I'm going to give this to you. Not that
that's true, Julie.
You guys are in crisis,
but
they might be able to kind of help. Just give her someone else to talk to, or
So you're admitting that she's at the stage where you want to send her off to the crisis center? But again, you don't need to put eyes on her, officer, right? You don't want to interrupt her from her 5 in the evening slumber. So here, the crisis center, when something as simple as a welfare check, you can't even make sure, maybe you talk to her, make sure she's good. This is crazy.
They have resources that we don't even know exist.
Oh, really?
Reach out. They might be able to help you put you guys in a good direction.
Okay.
And also reach out to Detective Reed again
and
see if
just
there's
say
anything
this
else
has
within
been
the
going on.
Yeah, let him know what's been happening, and
Yeah.
that way he's kind of apprised of it too. So it might be able to help kind of open a different door, a different direction. But reach out to him again.
Okay.
These guys have a lot of
4 days,
a lot of resources that we don't even know exist.
Okay.
So give them a call.
Okay. Yeah, it can't hurt because I mean, because like she had said, she had tried to be anonymous with this whole thing initially with the pregnancy with the Bachelor guy, and then people were saying, well, wait, you can, or this guy was starting the conversation that wait, you can Google the case, and then her name comes up, and it's Laura Owens, and she's a podcaster. She and I do a podcast, and we've done it for I guess since 2017, and iTunes named us one of the top 25 most downloaded new podcasts in 2018. So we've had success with it. But I mean, this is just, you know, she really had wanted to stay under the radar on this, and then she finally decided, like, hey, you know, this guy is controlling the narrative, and
you know what we see from liars? Over explaining. Do you remember if a question was asked? Do you remember why Jan started explaining all of this? She is word vomiting all of this information, and they didn't even ask anything. This just started with a welfare check on Laura, and we're 20 minutes in to Jan just going through the whole timeline of events. And it's right. Controlling that narrative.
I have to speak out. I have to explain what's been going on, because otherwise she was feeling like she was getting no support from anybody, because she didn't really want to go tell her friends and everything like that this was all going on.
Yeah.
So it's a nightmare. A nightmare.
Yeah.
But I really appreciate
No
you guys
problem.
calling.
Yeah, we'll put comments in there so they know.
Okay. Officer Granick was the guy who contacted her the other night. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
we'll put comments in there with the address, and then it'll come up in the history. We can go back and read through the comments. So we'll try to do that to kind of help you guys out a little bit.
Okay,
so.
yeah, no, I really appreciate it. Anything.
No problem.
Hey, wait, I've got something for you guys. Hang on one sec.
What do you have for them, Jan? Were you expecting them?
Here. I hope this isn't bribing the cups.
Well, thank you. I don't say no to chocolate, so.
Who the fuck are you, Willy Wonka? What the fuck was that? Hold on. I have something for you. Let me go into my Mary Poppins fucking Styles bag. Go deep in that shit like it's fucking gonna lead to Narnia and pull out some chocolate bars wrapped in money. Yeah, right? Literally, it's the depiction of money. I hope this isn't bribing. Well, she's acting like fucking Willy Wonka, right? We have Salty Veruca up in here too. What was that? What psychotic motherfucker happens to keep, and those aren't, let me be very fucking clear. This is how you could tell how rich they are. Those aren't fun size. Those are not fun size. That is literally full size. Full size chocolate Hershey bars. Probably about 18 little squares in there. Wrapped in money. Who keeps that at their door? Do you guys keep that at your door? Not little fun size. That is full size. I just want to know how she had that at her door and not one. She had two. What if 3 officers arrived? How many does she have? Inquiring minds would like to know.
Bribing the cops.
Well, thank you. I will never say no to chocolate. So,
well, thank you so
much.
much.
All right, thank you. Have a good day. All right, you too. Take care.
You too.
Bye. Thanks so much.
Yes,
No
ma'am.
problem.
I would never. Don't you open that. Don't you open that.
SchnitzelNinja, please. This is Tracy.
God, they're probably drugged. It's probably laced. Dude, I can't even. All right. So I'm going to stop it there. I thought we were going to get through all the calls tonight. I was like, yeah, we'll finish it up. No, we didn't. I didn't realize there was a bunch of body cam with it. But, all right, maybe we'll finish the calls tomorrow because Monday, for members only, I want to go down this Greg Gillespie. I don't even know where to start. For anyone who is much more educated on this than I am, how would you suggest to start? Because I was just going to go onto the Victims of Laura Owens website, go to the Greg Gillespie page, and kind of go through that timeline of events, all of the corresponding attachments, and then from there go into their court cases. Yeah, Katie. Oh my God. HCG laced candy. You're all pregnant. You get pregnant. You get pregnant. You get quintuplets. You get triplets. Well, that's what I was planning on doing with Greg, but we still have to finish. I don't even know how many calls are left, my dear Lord. Okay, we last left off December 8th call. Then there's the 12th, that day, the 12th, February 7th, February 14th, the due date, June 11th, December 12th, body cam, January 29th, 2020. Okay. All right. Yeah, we still have a decent amount more. Keep the cases steady except for Clayton. You have to show the phone call video, though, too. The one I did go over on live one I did of this because, again, I was so chaotic and all over the place. But I did listen to that 5-minute call. But, yes, I need to obviously do it again as we're going over. See, from what I'm understanding, is it true that Greg essentially agreed to the contract and then kind of dipped out? Like, was there a literal contract the way that there was with Clayton? I'm just so curious to kind of go down because we read Michael's and I was shocked. She claimed to have like 4 surgical abortions and 8 pill abortions for one pregnancy. I don't know if I'm more surprised anyone could ever even entertain that. You can simply click one victim and it's all there. That's amazing. Okay. All right. Well, one, thank you for all of you creators out there. I got to check out Bruce's channel too. You guys have been so helpful and open and kind and willing to allow us newbies to kind of come in and maybe not get all the facts right. And I appreciate your guys' help and being so wonderful through it. I really do appreciate it. Thank you, Salty. Thank you. Thank you. So definitely check out all the best research. Link is in the description. SchnitzelNinja, Bruce. And we will continue down this rabbit hole. Thank you again, Jean. MJ, if you ever change the content direction of your channel, would you consider moving and becoming a Disney vlogger? I could not afford to be, unless I was just sitting at the churro cart. I see. Yes, I'm going to check out the Padlet. I've seen those Disney content creators and their fucking drinks are like smoking, like, you know, like with colors and shit. How could you be a creator for Disney when I can't? I'd get like a Mickey waffle, a Mickey shaped waffle, and I'd be lucky, you know, like who could do that? Who could do that? I couldn't do that. But all right, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your weekend. I think I'll be on tomorrow, and then we're going to do back-to-back Monday, members only Monday, and Patreon Conspiracy Live over on Patreon. So make sure you keep an eye out for that. But I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your night, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye.